By the way, your interview of Dad was really good. He's so cute.
Okay, yeah, it's going.
Okay. So, we are going to start with, the current event. Tomorrow is too late for adaptation to climate change. And it's focusing around Hurricane Sandy and it's disaster. It's like natural disaster and what it's done to the families that are there.
That are where?
That are in
Santiago de Cuba.
Yes.
New
So,
York.
what are your thoughts on this? And do you think that like families should have taken more precaution to being safe?
I think that, first of all, what is the alert system for Cuba? Do they have a national weather service
Did
that
not
provides?
say. It just
Okay.
said that the families were taken by surprise.
Okay.
And
So
so I've
obvious-
just like ignored the signs.
Maybe,
So,
yeah. I mean, they were probably aware that a storm was coming, but were they made aware of the severity of the storm? If there is not a national alert system
Yeah,
in
maybe
place,
some
then
of
it's
them-
really hard to have your citizens notified so that they can prepare properly. So that would explain why they were
and
taking.
not everyone can afford like the TV that would do that, right?
Well,
Or-
that and actually, there's really it's if you have a central location where you can install like a horn. I know in Texas, even in rural communities in Texas, they have tornado alert systems, and basically it's the sound of a horn, and the number of blasts that the horn makes gives you the severity of the storm.
tornado?
Yeah, I mean, and it's very inexpensive. It's rudimentary, but it's effective. It lets you know when storms are
So
coming.
do you think that the families were just ignoring the signs because they didn't want to believe it was happening, or do you think that they were just ignorant?
I just think they didn't know. Why wouldn't you want to secure your family and make sure your children are safe?
I don't know.
I think they just didn't know.
Okay, next one. Okay, so this current event was titled Getting an Education, a Heroic Feat for Native Children in Bolivia. So basically you read it, it's like about kids who are traveling miles and miles just to get to school so they can get an education. But the thing is, do you think that they should be doing this because the education that they're getting is not exactly the greatest thing in the world? It's like kind of mediocre, but they're trying their hardest to get it. Do you think that they should send out better teachers or something so the kids that try and get out there should get a better education?
Yes.
So basically,
I think first of all, I think the desire to learn and gain a higher knowledge is commendable, and to have a young child traveling miles to grow his mind speaks volumes. And I think if a country doesn't think enough of its future to not support its youth in their quest for knowledge, then they're basically shooting themselves in the foot. They're
Right.
saying no to their future.
So basically they're like spending millions and millions on wars and stuff, but they're not really supporting the education, and that's their future.
Right. Most
So-
countries do that. They spend their defense budgets are in the billions of dollars, and their education budgets are in the thousands of dollars.
The thing is, if you don't support your education, then nothing else can be supported. You don't have educated people to lead. You don't have anything. You're stuck with the people you have, and they're not going to be there forever. So you
That's
don't
true.
have anyone to take
That's
over.
true.
All right. Now to the fun article.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Molly!
Let's talk about
Shut
you
up.
and me.
I'm so happy that she's going to hear this. Okay. Oh my god. This is so messy. My apologies.
Don't forgive her.
Okay. So this current event was titled The Price of Ignoring the Sexuality of Kenya's HIV Positive Youth.
Okay.
So, what do you think that the reason that the mothers lied to their children because they were infected, but they never told the children that they gave birth to that they were infected in the first place, and then you didn't understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Like, why do you think that the mothers didn't tell their children that they could be HIV positive because she was?
Because at what point do you tell a child that there's a possibility or they definitely are HIV positive? Do you wait till they're 9? Do you
But
tell
the thing
them when
is
they're 4?
that if they don't tell them, then they might get into a fight with another kid, and then blood might be like spilled because of the fight, and then like it could get in.
No, I
it could
agree.
be spread.
And I read the article about the young boy that found out he had AIDS.
And then he tried to commit suicide,
Right,
and the man wouldn't even go and help him because he was afraid.
Right. So I think education is the key. And I think that if the mothers were aware of the fact that their children, there are options for their kids to survive even if they carry the HIV virus, then they wouldn't hesitate to tell them and get them help and get them the resources that they need to deal with the potential of their problem. Right. So I think basically it's an educated society, so they live in fear, and living in fear makes you bury your head in the sand, and you don't want to look at what's going on around you and face the truth.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to ask you about
Okay.
is the political cartoon with the British government in the car. Did you see that one?
I didn't see that one.
Okay,
Sorry, I
then
looked at all the others. I looked at the angel.
Which?
I looked at that one. I looked at the family and the Barack Obama.
Okay, that's fine. Then
demography.
about that,
What about it?
Oh, actually, let's just go to the angel one. Okay, so it has here an angel exclaiming "Peace on Earth," and then a man holding a bazooka with Middle East across his chest, and a man behind him screaming "Fire."
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that the author was? Artist was trying to portray in this? Is it sort of racist or I don't even know how that would be played.
Well, the whole angel, hark the herald angels sing, that whole scenario defines Christ as the Son of God.
Right.
Right? And the Middle East, what is the religion of the Middle East? The Islamic people.
Aren't they
It's
Muslims?
not based on Christ, right? Is it, who's their prophet?
Who was?
Ali?
No?
No.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
No. He's the boxer.
Oh.
Muhammad the prophet, I think,
Muhammad.
is the, yeah.
Wait, who's Ali then?
A
Allah?
boxer.
You mean Allah?
No, it's an Ali too.
Muhammad
Okay.
Ali is a boxer.
There's someone with the name
Well,
of
anyway,
Ali
do you agree with the
too.
cartoon? Do you agree with what it's saying, or do you think it's kind of biased because it's kind of saying that only the Middle East wants to declare war when we know for a fact that the USA declared war on so many other people for stupid reasons?
Yeah, what she said.
Okay, well, that is all the time we have because I'm hungry and I have to go.